I was very depressed. Like, I had a lot of issues going on. It wasn't so much home life or anything like that. It was more to do with myself and how I felt about myself and how I didn't really understand myself properly. I was running away, getting called by the police, and I had like my nan who physically couldn't do anything on her own, so we were going there every week. I had a relationship with my nan that no one else could replace. And then I lost my nan. It hit my whole family quite hard. I think that's when it became really difficult, because obviously it wasn't just me that was hurting, so I dealt with it on my own and made sure to keep myself away from people so then they could grieve. I felt like if I had my space from people, I couldn't hurt them, and I was torturing myself instead of hurting them. I connected with this youth service when my mum came up to me one day and was like, "Oh, they're doing boxing at youth, at Strood Youth Centre." I was like, "I've never heard that there was a Strood Youth Centre." I didn't want to go. I sat in the car for like a good 10 minutes and my mum was like, "Come on, you can get out of the car, you can go do this." And then I got introduced by everyone. One of the youth workers was like, "Guys, this is a new person, Lacie." And obviously that's quite frightening when someone shouts out that. But actually they were so welcoming. They were like, "Come on, I'll be your partner and I'll do it with you." And then it was all that encouragement, and then I built friendships with a lot of them. And then one day Dave turned up, another youth worker was like, "Oh yeah, look, Dave's here." I'm never good with new people, I'm always like, "Oh." And then I was getting used to him and things. And then he was like, "Oh, you should start volunteering on a Friday." And then that's just how it all started, and ever since then, every Friday I'm here.
I saw the potential in her straight away. I was quite impressed how much she opened up early days, sort of told me some of her personal issues as well and what some of the struggles she faced. I work in schools as well and actually requested to do one-to-ones in school with Lacie. So her having a one-to-one with me in school was a massive achievement for her, and over a few months she really opened up and then put some plans in place. What about supporting other young people that may have gone through the same sort of situation you have? And she was quite keen, so it was getting her on a Friday for volunteering. I describe Strood Youth Centre as just a safe, fun environment where young people can really grow and develop, and we see that all the time. We come up with some quite new and interesting ideas which young people really enjoy. We've got a climbing wall, we've got really good facilities.
Doing crafts together, colouring together, cooking activities. In those times that you were doing things and supporting the kids doing those things, you were able to build those connections with them and speak to them about how they are and things. It's basically the same way as I came in here, I was able to do to someone else.
We do a lot of amazing activities with a lot of young people, but for me it's more about the conversations you have with young people than the activities themselves. I'll talk to every single young person without fail. I'll find out something new about them every single session as well.
It makes me feel good that I can support someone else and that they can be like, "Oh yeah, it's Lacie, she can support me on this." And then I can be like, "Oh yeah, I can, I really can." Youth work is brilliant. Before I felt lost and felt like I didn't have anywhere to go. Compared to now, I feel like I have somewhere to go. I am probably the happiest I've been for ages, and I can feel like myself again. I feel like I'm supported. I have that support network there, and it just makes you realise that no matter what's going on in your personal life, you can accomplish anything that you want.